Okay, so what's going on, guys? It's your boy Kevo. Okay, so I don't know if you guys watched that video that I did a while ago about the garbage in the Philippines, man. So apparently there's another video that just came out a couple days ago. The Philippines are calling back the ambassadors, man. All the Philippines ambassadors have been called back to leave Canada. Holy shit, man. Like, this thing is escalating really quick, man. Like I said in the last video, I think the Philippines are honestly tired of it, man. I think Canada needs to take their damn garbage back, man. But anyways, I'm about to watch that video and let's see what's going on, because I don't know what's going on over there, but this thing is going like blowing up, man, like super fast. Anyways, let's watch the damn video. Let's go.
Hindi umabot sa deadline ang Canada. Nasa Pilipinas pa rin ang toneladang basurang galing sa kanilang bansa. Kahapon ang palugit o deadline na ibinigay ni Pangulong Duterte para iuwi ng Canada ang kanilang basura. Bagamat naiintindihan daw ng Pangulo kung bakit naantala ang pag-uwi ng mga basura, hindi naman yan tanggap ng Department of Foreign Affairs o DFA. Kaya si DFA Secretary Teddy Boy Locsin, pinauuwi ang mga ambassador at consul ng Pilipinas sa Canada.
Dismayado ang Canada sa desisyon ni Foreign Affairs Secretary Teddy Locsin na pauwiin ang mga Philippines.
Let me know what they're saying right now. I think they're saying
natapos
call them back.
sundin ng Canada ang deadline ng pagbawi ng kanilang niladang basura na dumating sa bansa noong pang 2013. Sa tweet ni Locsin, sinabi niyang mananatiling mataglay ang diplomatic presence ng Pilipinas sa Canada hanggang hindi na makuha ang mga basura nito. Sa kabila nito, pinipalit daw ng Canada ang kanilang pangatong bawiin ang mga basura. Dapat na nagpagtas sa Pangulong Duterte ng gera sa Canada kung hindi nila ito kukunin. Nangatuloy ng Canada na sasagutin ng gastos sa pagmamalit ng mga basura.
Oh, wow.
That recall shows that we are very serious in asking them to get back their garbage. Otherwise, we're gonna sever relations with them.
The Philippines is recalling its ambassador and consuls in Canada, accusing Ottawa of missing the deadline to take back the tons of garbage still sitting in port. The move is putting a damper on diplomatic ties between the two countries. CTV's Angelina King is following the story for us. So what's Canada saying about not doing this by the deadline?
Well, Global Affairs says that they are working on it, but they're disappointed in this new move, saying Canada has repeatedly conveyed to the Philippines that it's committed to get the garbage out and dispose of it. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was actually asked about the situation not too long ago and echoed those comments. Take a listen.
This is an issue that we have been working very closely with officials in the Philippines on over the past months, very hard over the past weeks, and we're going to continue to work on this, and we very much hope to get to a resolution shortly.
The Philippines says the move to recall diplomats shows just how serious they are and said if Canada doesn't take the garbage back, they'll sever ties.
That order of the recall is to persuade them to make it fast. The more they delay, the more personal will be coming back.
So this all started back in 2014 when a Filipino customs official discovered that a Canadian company shipped more than 100 containers of household trash to the Philippines. They were labeled as plastics to be recycled, but were more than half filled with regular trash like diapers, bags, newspapers, and water bottles. The Philippines says it was an illegal shipment, and Canada says it was a commercial transaction that was not backed by the government.
Well, and Philippines has been pretty vocal about this, even passing on some threats at times.
Yeah, exactly. So the president certainly hasn't been mincing words. At one point, Rodrigo Duterte said he'd even declare war over this. And then later, an official backtracked, saying the threat was only made to convey how upset he was. Last month, he threatened to ship the garbage back to Canada and then dump some at the embassy in Manila. At first, Canada tried to convince the Philippines to dispose of the trash there, but after that threat, agreed to bring it back to Canada and pay for the cost. But now the Philippines says Ottawa missed yesterday's deadline, which is why we're here today. But this has been going on for 6 years now. 34 of the containers were already disposed of in the Philippines, but there's more than 60 left, just sitting in ports,
60.
rotting. It's pretty disgusting and upsetting to the people who live there, they say.
As a country, we can never accept garbage. We are not a garbage dump of any country, and Canada should recognize that.
Global
Yeah,
Affairs
agreed.
says it's finalizing the arrangements to quickly get the garbage back to Canada and out of the Philippines. It also says that it values the relationship between Canada and the Philippines.
A
Yeah.
feud between the Philippines and Canada over waste disposal has escalated, with Manila recalling its ambassador and consuls. That's after Canada refused to take back tons of garbage it shipped to the Philippines back in 2013.
Patikim pa lang daw sa Canada mula sa ating pamahalaan ang pagpapauwi sa Philippine ambassador at consuls doon. Matapos hindi sumunod ang Canada sa deadline kahapon para kunin ito at ibalik sa kanilang bansa ang tone-toneladang mga basura na ilang taon nang nakatambak sa Philippine Customs sa landfill sa Tarlac at Subic.
Look at
That order
Look
of the
at all
recall
that
is to
garbage,
persuade
man.
them to make it fast. The more they delay, the more personnel will be coming back. That recall shows that we are
Serious.
very serious
Yes.
in asking them to get back their garbage. Otherwise,
Let's just take the garbage back already.
severe relations with them.
6 years, man.
Nauna nang sinabi ng palasyo na dahil nangako ang Canada na kukunin ang mga basura nito, matatanggap daw ni Pangulong Duterte kahit madelay ito ng ilang linggo. Pero sa kanyang Twitter account, inihayag ni Foreign Affairs Secretary Teddy Locsin Jr. na hindi extended ang deadline na ibinigay sa Canada. Sa isang pulong din sa Japan, hindi di umano sumipot ang Canadian officials na makakapulong dapat ng customs officers ng Pilipinas. Kaya't inutusan ng DFA ang mga opisyal ng embahada sa Canada na umuwi na.
The president does not interfere with his department heads because they're their alter egos. So pag sinabi ng department head yan, yan ang posisyon ng presidente.
Dati nang naghain ng diplomatic protest ang Pilipinas sa Canada, nagbanta rin kamakailan si Duterte na gigirahin ng Canada kung hindi nito kukunin ang mga basura. Nangako ang Canada na aakuin ang gastos sa shipping ng mga basura palabas ng Pilipinas. Pero dahil hindi pa raw kumpleto ang mga dokumento, hindi umabot sa May 15 deadline ang shipment ng mga basura. Naniniwala raw ang palasyo na hindi makakaapekto ang isyong ito sa libu-libong mga Pilipinong nasa Canada. Batay sa pinakahuling datos ng DFA, halos 870,000 ang mga Pinoy doon. Ikatlo rin ang Canada sa top destination ng mga Pinoy.
I don't think may kakaroon ng problema nun. Kasi yung mga nandun naman legal. At kailangan din nila ang mga overseas workers natin.
Wala pang tugon ng Canadian Embassy sa Pilipinas. Sa tingin naman ni DTI Secretary Ramon Lopez, walang magiging epekto sa trade relations ng Canada at Pilipinas ang issue sa tone-toneladang basura.
Hindi yun sa tingin ko
This is
maka-epekto
gonna
sa...
cause
Kasi
a
business to
major
business ang
problem,
mga
man.
transaction natin pagdating
I'm not
sa
liking
trade
this
and
at all.
investment with the Canadian companies. So they will simply continue if they see the opportunities in the Philippines.
The dispute
Yes,
began in
that's
2013
right.
when a private Canadian company shipped more than 100 containers of trash to the Philippines. It was later discovered they had been falsely labeled as containing recyclable plastic, when in fact they contained household waste. In 2016, a Philippines court ordered the company to take the rubbish back, but it continues to languish on a landfill. The move comes months after Chinese authorities refused to accept recyclable waste from the U.S., forcing it, along with other Western countries, to rethink what they do with their trash.
We'll declare Canada. We can take them down. I'll return the trash, just wait and see. I will advise Canada that your garbage is on the way. Prepare a grand reception. Eat it if you want to.
It is now theoretically possible to
He's
get it
upset,
back, but
man.
there's still a number of questions around who will pay for it, where the financial responsibility is, where the consequences are as
At andito pa rin ang
Man, obviously it's the company, man. The company that shipped it should pay for it, but at this point, it's been too damn long, so I personally think now Canada has to deal with it, man, because Harper, the Prime Minister at the time, should have forced that company to take it all back, and, now look what's happening.
Ang tone-toneladang basura ng Canada, in-announce ni Foreign Secretary Teddy Locsin na pinauuwi na ang ating ambassador sa Canada. May 15 pa raw kasi ang deadline sa pagkuha ng basura nila sa Pilipinas. Paano ang mga Pilipino roon? Wala silang matatakbuhang ambasador.
Nalulungkot ako para sa mga Pilipino, kapwa Pilipino natin na naandun. Kasi yun na lang yung kanilang pwedeng puntahan, hinga ng tulong para sa kanilang, para malaman din nila yung kanilang mga karapatan. Tapos biglang mawawala na lang basta dahil lang sa ilan na may kapabayaan tungkol dun sa
isolate the situation. I know it's deplorable and a lot of consequences are going to happen to Canada, the Canadian people there and the Canadian people here. It's enough fear going on right now all over, but when you do pick on people, just pick on the right people.
Gusto din namin makuha ang statements ng ibang Pilipino. Ngunit ayaw nilang magsalita sa harap ng kamera dahil natatakot silang maapektuhan ang kanilang visa application at paglabas nila ng bansa.
At one of the busiest ports in the Philippines today, more pressure for Canada to take back its waste.
Canadian trash back to Canada.
Storage fees and abandonment penalties for those 103 Canadian containers, estimated at more than $6 million 4 years ago. There's no official figure of how much the garbage has cost the Philippines since then. Protests did nothing to move the dial, nor did a conclusion from environmental lawyers that Canada violated an international treaty to not ship its waste to developing countries.
Will declare war against them. I will advise Canada that your garbage is on the way. Prepare a grand reception. Eat it if you want to.
Fighting words that surprised Canada.
I don't think threats are particularly helpful, but we do take the issue seriously.
Now officials in the Philippines are warning all this could lead to a major diplomatic rift. A government source tells us a working group is making progress, and Canada will likely agree to take the garbage back soon, but not soon enough for many.
Canada, as a developed country, has been treating the Philippines as one of the dump sites of the world, and that is really a disrespect.
Also a blow to our reputation that this trade expert says Canada can ill afford in Asia right now.
Canada's response will say a lot about how we'll manage relations in the Philippines. And the issue of sending over hazardous material and our willingness to take it back will also impact our wider global reputation.
To add to the pressure, a United Nations meeting in Geneva next week to review the very treaty Canada is accused of violating, while the damage to this country's global image may already be done.
The Philippines has recalled its ambassador to Canada in an escalating dispute over the disposal of waste wrongly labeled as recyclable. The Philippines Foreign Secretary said Canada missed a May the 15th deadline to retrieve rubbish shipped to the Philippines back in 2014. Those waste shipments were expected to be materials to be recycled in the Philippines. But reports say the waste amounts to many dozens of containers filled with common household trash. Officials in the Philippines first raised the waste issue with Canada in 2014. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said his country has been working with officials in the Philippines and hopes to reach a solution.
Why is he taking so long, though?
We are not a garbage dump here. The Filipinos are not scavengers.
Wow, man. I don't know. You guys seen that? I don't know. I just find this whole thing is just a big mess, man. Like, I don't know how, like, the government could allow a shipping company to dump garbage there by accident. If they say it was by accident, which I don't know how the hell that happened. But anyways, even though let's say it was by accident, then they should have definitely forced that company within the same year. Like, listen, you guys made a mistake. It's your responsibility to get that garbage back and bring it back, and put some heavy fines. Like, I think this garbage issue like got way out of hand. It's bigger than it was supposed to. But damn, Canada's taking so damn long. So now look, things are escalating even more because the Philippines are tired of all that garbage, tired of waiting 6 years. Not like they gave them plenty of time. I know, because I have a lot of Filipino friends. You guys give them plenty of time, and 6 years is more than enough, man. Like, way too much. Like, shit. 6 years, just take your garbage back, or just take it back. And I know that majority of Filipinos are super friendly, man. That's why it's kind of hard to like watch this stuff, like the affairs that's going on. Like, how's that gonna make the relations with like Canada and the Philippines? Are like people gonna judge on what the Canadian government's doing right now, like based Canadians on that, like if people are gonna judge me because I'm Canadian now, like am I gonna be like that? They're not gonna want me around. I don't know, man. It's just, this whole thing's just gonna messed up, and I really hope that Canadian government can like really like fix this right away, man. Just honestly, I really enjoy the Philippines, and I think it's a beautiful place, and this garbage is clearly shouldn't be there, man. And Canada needs to hop in that real quick. But anyways, man, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about this whole thing that's going on. I know it's messed up, and it's just really shitty, man. And I think we need to definitely find a better way of dealing with garbage. Like, honestly, a better way of dealing with garbage. But anyways, if you guys made it all the end, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for me. Give me that thumbs up, comments down below, turn post notification bells on. And also don't forget to check me out on Facebook. It's Kevo, you know what I mean? Instagram, Kev's Live right there, you know what I mean? And we'll catch you guys next one, alright? Peace.
Do it! Just do it!